Hey guys, Anthony here. It is Thursday, February 13th, 2025, and it is just after 2 p.m. Eastern Time that I bring this video to you. Today's video, I'm going to answer a few questions from a email or a text message group that I'm a part of. This morning they sent a message over that something to the effect that all the liberals were losing their minds because there's so much winning going on. Trump is winning so much that they're all losing their minds, and that I'm losing my mind as well because I don't like Trump. Couple things. I'll try to make this a quick video and not drag it out. I did not vote, and I gave my reasons for it. The main reason being that the left and the right of this country and of other countries around the world are two wings of the same bird. They all report to the same puppet masters. If you don't know that by now, then maybe it's you that need your head examined, or you to see that you're really not winning. What the puppet masters have done is basically, I'll just go over the last 4 years. They gave us a deaf, dumb, and blind leader, one that couldn't even finish a sentence, couldn't keep a thought, but yet we were supposed to believe he was running the country, when a committee or a group of people were running the country, including Barack Obama and whoever else he had assisting him. They were the ones running the country. But during those 4 years, while that was going on, not one of the media came out and asked Joe Biden, who is really running the country? What are you doing? How can this be? They weren't in the streets. They weren't taking to the podiums. They were silent because their favorite person or their organization was in charge, and the corruption that they were doing would not be looked at, would not be scrutinized. The right during that time period was scoffing and, calling him out and saying all these things, and they were just being ignored by the left. Now the tables have turned. So the puppet masters, what they've done is something brilliant. They gave us a hero. They gave all the Christian nationalists and all these right-wing groups and people that think they have a savior. And he's going to come and whoosh, he's going to take away everything the deaf and dumb guy did. And now we're going to win. We're just going to do nothing but win. And so they got a hero, and they're happy, and they're rejoicing. And they're rejoicing in the fact that the left now is coming out and saying, how can you send Elon Musk in to audit the books of this, and this, and expose all this corruption? Well, that's a good thing. Corruption should be exposed. But the facts are both left and right are involved in it. That's the cold, hard facts. It's just that the right now has a hero. And so they think they're winning. The left thinks they're losing. And so they're fighting each other. Meanwhile, the puppet masters are going to get what they want in the end. They're going to continue to build their global one world system, specifically for a person that's coming upon the scene with all signs and lying wonders. Miraculous signs, miraculous wonders. Yes, he'll do very good things that'll probably make people happy. He may solve the national debt crisis. He may make peace in the Middle East. He may bring war. There may be war first and then peace. Problem, reaction, solution. The 20 million illegals here right now, of which this administration has to return about 14,000 a day, 7 days a week, for the next 1,460 days, just to maintain back to where we were before we had the 20 million, and that number's probably larger than that. And I don't see 14,000 people being deported a day. I see Guantanamo Bay getting capacity for 30,000, that ain't no 20 million or 14,000 a day. In 2 days, Guantanamo would be filled. So that's not happening. You're getting an illusion of your hero sending back the people. And I think we should be following the laws of our country. And people shouldn't come here illegally. But the bigger problem is, and I've mentioned it a million times, but nobody seems to get it through their heads, the people I deal with that email me and text me back and forth, don't get it through their heads, is that the left and the right were both responsible for bringing these people here or coordinating the military effort to do so and funding it. And funding the NGOs and funding all the subcontractors that use trains, planes, and automobiles to get them here. And funded all the paraphernalia and all the goods and all the groups, the cartels were in on it. Other three-letter organizations in our country are working with these other organizations that all of a sudden now they're going after and declaring a terrorist group. Who's the real terrorists? That's what I want to know. I want to know, as an American citizen, who the real terrorists are. Because I don't think they've been exposed yet. The real terrorists to me aren't the cartels. There's a market, and the cartels are fulfilling it. There's a market for their goods. There's a market for children and trafficked people. Who's in a market for that, Anthony? Well, every time it gets to a certain level of investigation, and these people will tell you that are involved in it, it seems to stop. So that means both left and right, rich, poor, are all in on it, on levels that we cannot even comprehend. Hollywood, sports figures, politicians, regular people, etc. There's got to be a market for it if all these children are going missing in this country and around the world. It can't be just liberals responsible, and it can't be just conservatives responsible. There's got to be a market for it. Who are the real terrorists? The real terrorists are the ones that follow the beast system and go along with it. Because in the end, they will be ushered right into it. Because it'll be a natural thing for them. Because they will have accepted the delusion that Yah sends them for not loving the truth and loving and worshiping a lie. The lie of Hashatan, who is the God of this world. It's his world. The governments of this world work for him, whether their leaders know it or not. When Messiah comes back at the second coming, the governments of the world disappear. They go away. They get crushed. There will be no Democrat, Republican, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, or whoever. Name the leader. They'll be snuffed out, stomped out. And if they were not followers of Yahusha, Messiah, and weren't born again and following the commandments and doing what he said to do, taking action, and not just believing in mind, but taking action by knowing who they believed in and doing what he instructed them. Those are the people that that's the remnant that he's coming back for. The rest are going away. The rest are going away. And that's the rest of the world. The whole world is going to follow the beast system, both Republican and Democrat. Most of them. Get that through your head. A lot of my studies are going to focus on this. You could wear all the crosses you want, get all the tattoos you want of Jesus on your arm. I have one. I got it when I was 18. Ridiculous. Now I know better because I know what the Torah says. Don't put tattoo marks on your body. Don't do piercings, etc. I don't want to get off track here. They're two wings of the same bird. We had a deaf, dumb, and blind leader that destroyed the country. Now we have a hero, and everyone's saying, why can't you solve all these problems right now? You've only been in office 2 weeks. How come everything's not solved already? all these journalists that work for the CIA. How come the prices aren't going down yet? Well, maybe the Biden administration burnt down or was in watch when all the factories were burnt down and all those accidents happened and all the fires and the devastation and the euthanizing of hundreds of millions of just so happens to be birds that we eat and cows that we eat. And now all of a sudden, people are fighting over eggs. Why? Because over the last 4 years, they've done a great job in destroying the food supply. And now we're reaping the benefits. And they're just blaming the new guy in office. It goes back and forth like a ping pong ball. That's how it works, guys. They're two wings of the same bird. Come out of her, my people. Do not worship the beast system. Read your Bible. Do what it says and stay away from these people. Do I wish and hope and pray that the administration does well? Yes, I do. That's my prayer. I hope they do well. I hope they follow the law of the land that we have in place. And I hope their consciences understand that they're serving Yah Almighty. And every decision that they make should have that in mind. Because if it doesn't, and they're making them on their own or willy-nilly or in the name of somebody else, it will lead them down a path to destruction, and the country along with it, and the people along with it. So no, I'm not upset. I'm not upset about what's going on in the news. It goes back and forth like a ping pong ball. Expect things to get worse, much worse. There's a falling away in the end times, not a revival. Anthony signing off. God bless. Take care.